Hello everyone, sound check. So in a short while, I will be featuring the All Saints Wake. This is a Final Fantasy XIV seasonal event for 2024. So before I begin with the quest, I would like to express my gratitude to MaxiBoy022 for being one of my recent followers. At the same time, to Pars Float, thank you for following me. Okay, I'm just having a trouble with my avatar. So let me just fix that in a short while. Please bear with me. It's been a long time since I haven't live streamed this game. So my OBS setup is quite, um, messed up, I should say. Okay, I think my avatar's back, but I just need to adjust him. There you go, I think. Let's move it a little bit to the right, like that. So again, hello everyone. This is Paul16. Yay! I don't know why this is becoming one of the trends now. Yay! Any case. Okay, let's first do some what do you call this? Uh, pre-company uh chores. So first, let's feed the chocobo. Oh, no need. It's well fed so far. Now I'm checking our crops. So right now I'm tendering our crops. For those who are new in my channel, this is Paul16, and I usually stream my life in Eorzea. But right now, there's an ongoing time seasonal event, so I will be featuring that in a while. So hello. Okay, now let's go inside to check on what to do. Hmm. So right now I'm checking my retainers after assigning them to a venture. Okay, I think we can now begin with seasonal quest. So let's check that based on the website. That's weird. I can't see my browser right now. Wait, let me just check on it. Let me just remove this and replace it with the new one. Input browser. Oh, I think I'm wrong. This shouldn't be a browser. Wait, wait, wait. No, no, not that. I think it should be a window. Yeah, window capture. And let's use the browser. Okay, that's it. So all I have to do is make this smaller, just as so. I think we're good. Okay, so this is the event All Saints Wake, a feast of thanks for the foulest fiends. So this is a seasonal event which started from last Friday, October 18 at 1 a.m. PDT until Monday, November 4, 2024 at 6:59 a.m. PST. So, what we have to do is we need to go to Algridania and we will go to this coordinate x 10.2 y 9.4 and we will talk to the pumpkin headed apparition. So, the quest uh, title is The Aether Starved Ahriman. So the description states the pumpkin headed apparition is on the lookout for an able adventurer. So the minimum requirement is a level 15. And these are the possible event items that we can get. So first, we will have a gear set armor, which for the head, it's the Knight of Devilry Horns. So it's like a futuristic horn with the default color of violet and black. Then we have the Knight of Delivery shirt. So this is a three-fourths, I should say, three-fourths collared with necktie, collared shirt with necktie, and the necktie is with a shade of pink and violet. Then we have the Knight of Devilry fingerless gloves. We can check that later on as we acquire them. And then for the legs, we have the Knight of Devilry trousers. And finally, for the feet, it's the Knight of Devilry boots. So I'm excited to have that. And another item that we can acquire is the Flying Pumpkin. So this is a pumpkin that it is a bat and it's glowing. Anyways, somebody's calling my phone. I have to answer that first. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I I forgot. I have returned. I need to correct that. So again, this is Paul 16, and I'm featuring Final Fantasy XIV's latest time event, All Saints Week for 2024. So I have already presented the possible rewards that we could get if we complete the scenario quest. Now let's go to Old Gridania and start the quest. Okay, so in order to go to Old Gridania, we need to go to the main Aetheryte of New Gridania. And I think we need to go to the amphitheater, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's here. So let's teleport to Mikato's amphitheater. Okay, so there's the pumpkin headed apparition. So let's check first all the designs here. So from here, from the entrance, we can see the pumpkin bat with the green glowy pumpkins underneath. There's a ghost flying over here. Witches, pumpkin witches. So there's also a note here with a ghost, which I cannot understand. Okay, let's talk first with the bespectacled, bespectacled peddler. So this is the All Saints Wake vendor. So from here you can buy the flying pumpkin, which I usually do. I buy two, one for me and one for the FC house. And it also sells the magic prism pumpkin. Let me check how many I have. But for the purpose of this video, let's just buy one. And just to show you what does it look like if you use it. Okay, let's try to use that. So under inventory, let's use the magic prism. Okay, and then let's use our G-Pros. So what happened is, as soon as you cast it, like so, you will have a pumpkin head as if you throw the potion above your head. That's why there are some sparkles and powder as the pumpkin head shows up, and then there will be bats after showing the pumpkin head flying around until finally, yeah, it's still sparkling, and then finally it will end with the explosion of stars. So that is the magic prism pumpkin. So by the way, the amount of it is two gil for the magic prism pumpkin and 2,000 for the flying pumpkin. So later on, as we go to the FC house, let's check it out. Okay, apologies for the delay. Now let's talk to the Pumpkinhead apparition. So I have already read this earlier. I'll just share to you what is the reward. You'll get the 1,440 experience points and 305 gil.
It's been more than a few moons since last we met, friend. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited to your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind and consort with friends most foul once again? Yes, you are. But before we get to the heart of the matter, let us reflect upon the history of All Saints' Wake. On this night, the fall beams emerge, took aboard and careen, unconcerned with the judgments of those on high. For the halls of the saints' heavenly abode ring with merry men as the wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus this good spirit folk greet this particular sunsets with trepidation, daring not to venture to their homes no longer. Nay, for the venturers came and drove out the poison, restoring safety to the city streets and marking the occasions as one of jubilation. That's all well and good. But what of the fool forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving of revelry? My wish is to see All Saints' Wake reborn. It's a celebration for all, be they ghosts, gold, redemption, or otherwise. And how do I propose to accomplish this? Burning obligations, friend. I've been seen the more sinister souls to enter into contracts which forbid them preying on mortals. In exchange, they are permitted to partake in the festivities. But there's one troubled soul who still seems incapable of getting into the spirit of things. Perhaps you'd be willing to give them a helping hand? Nothing too devilishly difficult, I promise. Before you get started, you'll want to get a grasp of particulars by speaking with Papa Grunt. He ought to be performing one of his shows by the entrance of Great Loam Brewery. Now go. I shall be watching your performance with great interest.
Okay, so let's go to that location and speak with Papa Groff. So he's just beside this location. Okay, let's check the signs here. So there are web, spider webs, again pumpkin heads. There's also some pumpkin flowers, toys, candies. I don't know. Pumpkin bats, and there's a glow. There are ghosts. Again, the pumpkin head. Got bat, pumpkin head, etc. So this looks like a scarecrow. Hmm. Anyway, let's proceed. Oh, I think I found Papa Gruff now. So he still wears the previous outfit. The Joker. I mean the clown.
Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw to a close. Let us then end things away. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. I forgot to disable my automatic dialogue. What do you call that? To proceed with the dialogue. So I disable it already. So
What was all that about? The clowning and whatnot was red flag. But that last bit was bleeding rubbish. Come on, let's get it out of here.
Now, balls of magical coins. I had to crowd them in the palm of my hand. We have been to those of the town, if not for your blunder. There you go again, treating the same old you. I've had it up to my eyeball. with this force. Just because you know a few tricks doesn't give you the right to treat me like that.
I can't stand the sight of you, let alone the thought of taking to the stage with you again. Good riddance. Well, well, fate has conspired for us to cross paths once again. Out with it, then. I know you're not here to swap pleasantries. A foul fiend failing to get into the spirit of All Saints' Way? I'd wager you speak of Philcox, the fellow who stormed off in a huff. Like most of us, Philcox and I have insubstantiable appetite for evil. But unlike your garden variety Voidson, who hunt hapless mortals like these, we prefer to save our hunger with their enthusiastic approval. Tell you, there's no eater as delectable as you'll find in food gifted in genuine appreciation, which set me to thinking, perhaps preying on mortals was an old-fashioned and misguided approach. Thus did I commit to giving folk the sort of friends that dazzled and delight, winning hearts and minds, and in the process no small number of ether-laden delicacies. And what better occasion for such terrifying amusement as All Saints' Way? The method is catching too. Many voids and now seek ether in this manner. Philcox is one such reformed individual. When I first laid eyes upon him, I sensed promise. But get him in front of a crowd and you're lucky to get a smattering of half-hearted applause, let alone a few measly crumbs. You'd be better off hearing it from the Ahriman's mouth. He can't have gotten far.
Okay, so we need to search for Phil Cox, and he's just somewhere here. Okay, so I think there goes Phil Cox.
That sniveling whelp of an imp. Magic's this, magic's that. The sheer unbridled cheek of him.
So let's search for the suit. As so,
Apologies. I had taken leave of my senses. Your timely intervention is much appreciated. Wait, by the look of you, I'd say you're an adventurer. Let me guess. That pumpkin headed lady sent you to check up on me, did she? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you my tale. Try as I might. I just can't get the hang of transformation magics. And without the means to delight the crowds, we'd start for appreciation. I'm an Ahriman, paralyzing prey with this big eye of mine, not a problem. Turning them to stone with a petrifying glare, a trifling task. Hells, I can even smell despair and all manner of negative emotions in the people around me. Obviously, paralysis and petrification won't win over an audience, and my metaphorical nose for despair isn't going to put an either on the table either. I ought to just tell the pumpkin headed lady I'm not cut out for this business. If you're here at her behest, you'd better come too.
okay, so let's go back and speak to the pumpkin headed apparition, which is back to the main iterate. Let me just check this cheerless hearer. There's a quest over our head. Oh, so this is the person that gives the pictomancy. Why not? So this is a level 80, and you get the 2,224 for 100 experience points, the soul of Pictomancer, the gear attire, and the weapon. So why not? So the cheerless hero is at the end of his tether.
Matron, Help me. One more complaint this day, and I swear. Ah, forgive me, my rumbling, but please tell me you haven't come to make a complaint.
I haven't. Is something amiss?
I should warn you that a Mughal has been making a nuisance of himself here in Britannia. The bomb best has been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavor. Despite the lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You are an adventuring sort, are you not? If so, you would be wise to give that Mughal a wide berth. Unless you are the artistic adventuring sort, I suspect is still loitering. The Aetheryte Plaza, if my tale has piqued your interest.
I'm just quite surprised with this design. I thought, yeah. Did you see that, guys? So this what do you call this? The scarecrow is moving and making sounds. Like it's really creepy and funny at the same time. Nice. Good job. It's making the event more interactive and fun. There you go. Okay. Let's continue that Victor Man's request. I think it's along the way as well. Okay, so let's go somewhere here. So for the Picture Mancer, we need to go to the main Aetheryte. So let's first finish this quest. The pumpkin-headed apparition.
I gather he had an hand in Philcock's decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings.
Not that it did any good. I'm still stuck at square one, underappreciated and under. I think that's underfed.
Such a curious child. You truly so blind to your own potential. No doubt you have an inkling as to what I speak of. Pray share your wisdom with Philpot.
You can smell dark emotions. Use your gift to help those in need.
Hmm. Well, you'd be hard pressed to find a poison who'd suggest I don't see how helping others helps me. But then again, I know little of mortal ways. So perhaps I should need heed your advice. Oh man, I see the logic in it now. What better way to make use of my talents and knock that Prompus papograph right off his pedestal? No, 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 no. I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea where to start.
Perhaps I can lend a hand with a little sleigh of hand. Hold still. That book that get up guaranteed to turn heads. Each and every thread is imbued with a potent magic to aid in your newfound purpose.
Oh, I think I can feel it. Maybe this isn't going to be so tough after all. There you are. I had thought to apologize for my harsh words earlier, since our act was my initiative and therefore our success or lack thereof was ultimately my responsibility. And I sense that you've been skimming. It pleases me to inform you, Ralph, that I've found a way to win over mortals on my own terms. I find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Whoever garners the most affection and thereby the largest share of either rich virtuals wins. And to the victor go to the spoils of subservience. The loser will be bound to obey their every whim. How does that sound? You're on. Hope you're ready to bow and scream. mortal emptiness. About one's bark being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Prepare yourself, Phil Cox. I've got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced I have what it takes to beat Papa Gruff on my own. Come with me, just until I get the hang of things. That's all I ask.
Very well. I shall leave Philfax in your capable hands.
Okay, so we need the survey. Oh, wait. We need to talk to Phil Cox to continue. And the next quest is level 15, All Fiends sated on All Saints Way. You'll get an experience points of 1,440, 305 gil, and of course the gear set I mentioned earlier. This is a complete set from head to feet. Let's review that later on. So the description states, after a nudge in the right direction, Phil Cox is ready to embark on his mission. Accept.
How about we try and find a troubled soul in need of aid? Ah, but let's get out of here first.
Okay, so where do we go, Phil Cox? Okay, he's just outside. There are also some other adventurers doing the quest.
Right.
Right. Time to look for folk harboring negative feelings. Give me a moment. Don't know if it has anything to do with the pumpkin-headed lady's enchantment, but my powers feel more potent than ever. I've already found someone, and whoever they are, they're awfully flustered. They are to the northeast, I think, though I'm not sure where exactly. The roads here can be confusing. Truth be told, this is my first time in the city. I've got a decent sense of direction, but I've yet to grasp the lie of the land. Could I trouble you lead the way? Our plastered target is northeast here. I'll be right behind.
Okay, so this is the following quest where the NPCs will follow you, and if you see a circle blue light, you can make a conversation with him. So far, I don't see anything yet, if I'm not mistaken. So we need to head northeast. As you can see, Philcox is following us. I still don't see any circled light platform. Hmm, I think I'm lost. Anyway, let's try this path. Oh, there you go. So there's a convo location here.
Ah, such they mentioned clown. I'd wager they've just had the privilege of seeing one of Papa Grab's performances. Listen, I'll be the first to admit that he's an expert illusionist. And you've only got to look at a folk like this ladies to see that he knows how much to work a crowd. But I won't be upstage. I'll prove there's more than one way to win over an audience by following your timely advice, that is, given the light written on their faces, our opponent must have earned himself some sustenance, which means we have no time to lose. Onward.
Then onward we shall. Let's go. So here's the flustered fellow. Oh gods, where has she gotten to?
Ah, this must be the fellow my senses were leading me to. Shall we find out ails him? You there? What's gotten you so worked up?
Oh, forgive me. There was this poor little girl who'd been separated from her mother. I was helping her to look, but she suddenly disappeared. I can't simply abandon her. But then again, I have an urgent personal matter to attend to, and I don't know what to do.
In that case, why don't I and my associate look for the girl? Then you can see to your affairs without worry.
Thank you, thank you. She's a young lass dressed in blue. I hope you're able to find her forthwith.
Mm. He certainly was appreciative, yet here I am, empty-handed. Ah, forget the food. We have lost a child to find. I'm detecting a despairing presence to the east of here. Odds are it's the girl, which means I have need of your navigational nows once again. After you.
Okay, let's head east then. Why Papa Gruff is here? And there's our distressed damsel.
Thought this would be a fine opportunity to acquire some appreciation. But the poor girl is beside herself. She keeps calling out her mama. Might I enlist your help? This must be the lost lass we've been looking for. If we want to earn her thanks, we'll need to reunite her with her mother. Wouldn't you say? Which means we have now a lady to legate. Any suggestions?
Use your senses to search for someone feeling anxious.
Ah, you're saying that the mother would be worried about her daughter having gone missing. Brilliant. This is exactly why I had you accompany me. Right then. Founder, I don't know which is the bigger boon, having you by my side or this fancy finery. I think I've learned my way around the city, more or less. I'll handle this next part on my own. Wait here. I'll be back with the girl's mother in no time.
And so it rained. It's pretty heavy rain, I guess.
Well, be praised, you're safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Thanks for finding Mama, mister.
You believe me now, Papa Gruff. Sweet, sweet appreciation and all courtesy of my special talent. I can't help but notice they didn't offer you anything edible by way of thanks. For my part, I'm already rewarded with tasty morsel. That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I found myself performing show after show. I suggest you approach this contest with the same tenacity, Phil Cox. I'm afraid he's right. Constant effort is key. Luckily, I sensed another troubled soul while I was tracking down the girl's mother. I'd better see what I can do to help. You know, I think I'm ready to go it alone now. Why don't you let our pumpkin headed benefactor know? I'll come and find you when I'm done. Well, I'm afraid my next performance calls. Until we meet again, adventurer.
Okay, so let's now go back and speak with the Pumpkinhead operation. But I think we're near the main age, right? So let's go to the Pictomancer quest. So let's go to the main age, right? And finish the quest of Pictomancer so I could finally unlock that new job of Dawn Trail, the latest expansion of Final Fantasy XIV. So all we need to do is wait here, I guess, and observe, surveying, surveying.
You there, Koopa? How would you like to do some painting? Not ordinary painting, mind you. Magic painting, where your works come to life. Your imagination's the limit. Couponauts, why won't anyone give me a chance? They could do so much good with the power of Pictomancy.
I might be interested in learning more about Pictomancy.
What? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about it? Truly? Hooray, hooray! The name's Koopa, and I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Koopa. I am the inheritor of Pictomancer's soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. A history lesson is in order. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago in the depths of fifth astral era. While other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as black and white, are expressions of caster's will, she relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. By channeling it to the concept held in their mind's eye, a pictomancer can give form to formless. It's tricky to wrap your head around, I know. And that's precisely why the great Corn Realm, founder of Pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into our art. A gifted artist as well as mage, Realm took up a brush instead of a staff and wielded ether like a paint to give shape to her imagining. In this way was Pictomancy born, a magical discipline unlike any other Koopa. Now Realm was charitable soul and never ever used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life for aiding and defending those in need. During the War of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless of people with her Pictomancy. And it was for those deeds she earned a place among the 12 archons. So, how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a realm reborn? Wonderful, Koopa. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Take me out of the Carland canopy and be sure to come prepared with your fanciest diplomaciest answers to plethora of very professional questions.
And I thought it's over. Anyway, let's continue our quest first with the All Saints Wake. Let's go to the amphitheater. There's a lot of people talking to the pumpkin headed apparition. My god, it's so crowded.
The adventure returns, and at the prices I have predicted, I do hope keeping Philcap's company wasn't too taxing. What of our friend Poppin and his endeavors? My tanks truly have. I speak of the devils. Here they come.
Yeah, oh dear. That turned out to be a damn sight harder than I'd anticipated. And all I have to show for my travels is a single cookie. To think the first gifts I'd receive would prove to be the last. Versus, I didn't receive so much as a crumb. I suppose this means you win. Huh. Very well. I'm yours to command, Uncle Gruff.
You admit defeat? Far too readily, Philcaps? Hooray! We found you! I wanted to thank you personally for helping me and Mama Kinkiki.
Simply scrumptious.
I'm glad you like it. Farewell. Next.
That makes it one apiece. A draw. Then still, Philcax, while you had some assistance along the way, you've nevertheless done yourself proud. To think I'd live to see the day Papa Gruff sings my praises. Awfully kind of you to finally admit that I might have not. I have my word. Hmm. It's all you desire, my grudging acceptance. Have you forgotten the reasons for joining in the festivities in the first place? Well, of course, I haven't. The good people of Britannia are still in need of my help, and where there are common folk in need, there are cookies to be free and earn given to me. Venture, I had better get going. But before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my talents, but I wouldn't have been able to do so without you and the pumpkin headed lady. I'm sure we'll run into each other again one of these days. Till then, promise I said that Bill Cox when he and I first met wasn't illusionary after all. I should take my leave too. It would be remiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies.
Ah, I'd say those two fiends ended up having themselves a frightfully fun-filled All Saints Week. Wouldn't you agree? And for your part in this fitting reward, I present a set of finery as worn by Gridania's most emotionally perceptive Ariaman. Ah, Perhaps you wonder if your outfit is endowed with the same enchantment. You didn't wear it. There never was an enchantment. That little charade was my way of giving Philcox the confidence he so sorely lacked. Although I dare say such a measure was unnecessary, given he had you to cheer him on. Before I forget, you are hereby cordially invited to my humble abode for a get together of all sorts. Do drop by, I assure you. It will be frightfully entertaining. Anyway, your help is much appreciated at this rate. My vision of all Saints' Way for mortals and voids in the light might not be such a distant prospect. The idea that this shenanigans haven't dulled your enthusiasm for this most occult of occasions.
Okay, so we finally get the reward of the gear set. You now have access to the sneaky hollow. Speak with the unusual usher and at Mikato's amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. So I've been streaming for about 1 hour and a half or so, so I'll be right back to take some health break. Catch to you guys soon. Be right back. Anyway, guys, I think I need to end this stream. I'll just continue this later tonight because I need to prepare because I need to go out. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, comment, and share your thoughts on the latest limited what do you call this time event Final Fantasy 14 All Saints Wake. Again, this is Paul16 saying goodbye and peace out. Yay!